Tighten up, family. Grand Rising. This is Balance. I'm here to share my experience, my strength, and my hope. Once again, I'd like to thank the ancestors, my ancestors, Ashe. So today is Sunday, the 1st of September, which is actually Mercury, the energy of Mercury, right? And today is the 7th day. The 7th day, as they written in the Bible, that God rested on the 7th day. So the 7th day represents the 7th chakra as well, right? So this chakra governs what? Mercury anyway, but it also governs, it's the crown chakra, purple, and the amethyst stone, which is the purple stone, represent this day as well. So what I try to do is wear purple, and actually the element it represents is gold. So gold and purple, and Uranus represent red. So I got on red pants. So today is actually Mercury, Earth sign, mutable. Also represent the soul, which is the circle. When you see Mercury, the sign of the circle, you see the soul, which is the circle. Then you have the phallus, which is the body. And then you have a crescent on top, which is the child. To me, that's like something like, to me, in a lot of ways, the Ankh. Okay, so I went into the 7th chakra, and this is the day, if you choose to fast, that energy, 7th day, fast, give you that energy, okay? But my topic is below, which is water, which brings us to memory. Water represent sound. Sound travel at the rate of 1,120 feet per second. Okay. Sound also represent the Akasha records. Okay. Water. Water represent two actually components, which is hydrogen atoms and oxygen. Okay. Also, okay, this molecule, because this is a molecule, has a compound of a gas. Okay, which is those two components. Okay, so when we're dealing with water, which is the soul, we have to make sure we oxidate our body with this water. What I do is take breath to oxygenate the body anyway, but through the blood. Okay, you do whole body breath. But here's the thing about when you actually dealing with the element of water. Okay, you have to remember to actually you do the pH level. So I have a part 2 that I'll be reversing this camera so you can see me, which waters that I use and I find for me to be healthy and how I treat water. Okay, I get more to that, but water. Okay, so water is more like, when they talk about the Amazon rainforest and the water, the trees being cut off, but also the water, it talks about 20% of the natural water, our natural water comes from there. So what are they saying? I did a research on dehydration, because dehydration, this is why it's important that you hydrate your water, and sound connects to water, because when you do cymatics, it shows you your frequency, and when you're around sound, how the body's anywhere from 75 to 80% of water. So, and that's included earth. Okay, so as you use the sound for cymatics, that's enough. Look up, Google and look up water in cymatics and see what cymatics, it makes noise, it makes the how the hexagon star, which is a form of the molecule, as well. But when you get into the pH level, which your pH level should be on a 7 point and up, Okay, but when you're dealing with water, the soul, the Kasha records, which is your memory. Okay, memory of what? Your past lives. So when a person goes dehydrated, what happens is it's like their brain fries, right? It has a liquid of serotonin receptors, which is DMT. It causes like an illusion. People start hallucinating and stuff. So this is why you have to be careful of making sure you hydrate your body, because you start releasing that DMT, which is cause you to go on a trip. So people, if the rain, which it is, the rainforest in the Amazon is being, the fires causing the fire, which causing the water, which evolving, they saying purifying the that area of ground. But let me stay focused on the water, dehydration, and taking care of your body, your mind. Make sure the water is pure, because one thing about water is electricity can't go through water. So if your water is clean and you're healthy, electricity, you ain't got to worry about this 5G they putting up. Well, what people ain't comprehending, the reason why a lot of ways they cut down the trees, they say to feed live cattle, but it's also because the 5G can't go through the original natural trees. See, the trees they putting up now and they planting is hollow. So in the forest is the natural trees, and they the ancestors, right? But the memory that they hold, the trees hold, right, is the water as well, creating, just dehydration. You'll start seeing more people losing their minds, and they won't know why dehydration, but because of the water won't have the essentials in it. Okay, this is why the pH level is so important when we talk about essentials. Okay, so, also I wanted to talk a little bit about how I treat my water, and which water that I drink. So I'm going to turn the cameras around. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around because I want you all to really acknowledge. So this is the waters. I'm going to talk a little bit about the waters that I actually get into. Okay, so you can buy this mason jar at Walmart, anywhere you like. They're pretty cheap and affordable. Okay, what I do is I have two crystals inside of it. One is a clear quartz here, and then you have citrate. Why do I treat these? Because when you put clean distilled water, because I boil my water. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, you boil your water, it's distilled water, which is it's the best. It's great water. Distilled water is good. You can drink it up to at least 6 months. I would advise people drink it up to 6 months only, especially when you making the transition to, you still have a lot of toxin. You're getting new to this information. What it does is clear out the toxins in your body. That's what water does. It rises, so the filter be in. But when you drink distilled water, it purifies your system, right? And distilled water is good, but you gotta be careful because it start bonding with your bones. That's why I don't go past. I doesn't advise people, even myself, when I drink it. I used to drink it often, but I don't, because it start bonding with your bones, your other areas, bones in your bodies and stuff like that. But what I do is I purchase like cheesecloth. Cheesecloth is another way how I actually filter when I boil the water and I pour it in. I usually use a strainer, some cheap water you can get out of cheap whatever, and I put it over and I pour the water into the glass, to the mason jar. And my crystals, what I do is put the top on. A lot of times I just don't put the top on. I put this on, which is the cheesecloth, put it on and put it under let the sun shine right on and hit those crystals, and it make the 6-pointed star. Okay, that's how I treat it, right? My water, I treat my water. So I also, at times, if I want to pH it, besides, because that's, to me, filtered water. Once I put it in what they call filtered water, I make it, treat it myself. I might put the pH, drops inside of it, and how do I monitor that is I take some and pour it in a cup here, and I have the strips You know, you can purchase these strips that allows you to, you know, regulate, is it pH or is it not pH? Okay, so these strips could be used fluid by mouth or urinate on it. You know, that's why I could do it with a cup, but I poured my water in the cup. You know, if I want to take my distilled water and actually drop some pH drops in it. It's very important to be beyond pH when you're doing your pH level, to be on 7 point up.